Please stop playing with me.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marita here, coming at you with a quick eye tutorial today. I wanted to show you guys how to complete a simple everyday eye using one shadow. Something really quick that you can do on a regular basis just to play up your eyes, especially if you're like me and you have hooded eyes. Excuse the powder, but we're setting here, and then after we do our shadow, we'll dust the powder off. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is, as you can see, I have like powder, and that's for me setting my eyelids. Because they're hooded, they get so oily, and then my shadow doesn't stay. So right now, what I have on my eyelid is I have the 24-hour Shadow Insurance from Too Faced, which I love. That is their eyeshadow primer. It helps make your shadows very pigmented, and it makes them last longer. So I would typically prime my lid with that first. Then I like to use just a little bit of my foundation up there, or concealer, whatever. And then I'll use translucent powder to set it. So those layers should help keep my eyelids from getting oily, and it should keep everything on my eyelids all day. We're going in with the Jackie Aina palette today. I never used her. Like, she's pretty. So, oh, I lost my brush. But yeah, she comes with a brush, which you saw it just fell out. But I'm going to use my own brush still, the same one brush that I used to apply the foundation powder to my lid. I'm trying to think of what color I want to do today. Again, I just want it very simple, just one shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Pinker, which is this color right here. It's like a berry color. So first, I'm going to just scoop some of the product on my brush. And this is on one side. You see this side has no product. This side has the product. I just tap off the extra so it's not falling out all over the place. And then I begin to pack that on my lid. I take that to my crease area. And as you can see, I'm just packing this color on. Packing typically works a lot better than swaying motions or sweeping motions. It just depends on what type of look you're going for. But because I want to add intensity and I want to build the color up on my lid to make it look like I spent a little bit more time on it and just give it a little more oomph, I'm just going to press that on my lid, and you can see already how it's starting to take shape, a little bit of color up there. And as you can see, I'm kind of holding my head back. So that is how, if you have hooded lids especially, you can see exactly where your crease is and where you're putting your product. So once you release your eye, you see how you can barely see anything. You can just only see it on my mobile lid. But we're going to get that together. Once we smoke it out and blend it, that's when we'll see more intensity towards the top. So when someone looks at me, you can kind of see a little bit more shadow versus than just leaving it on the lid and you can't see anything. So I'm going to just pack that on. Now that I've built up enough color, you can see I'm starting to go above my crease now, because this is my crease area. I'm starting to go above that up here on my brow bone, because it's deep set. So I want to kind of go up here on the bone, just so that when you do look at me, you can get a little bit more smoke. And I'm just placing it still around the lid, just packing it. And as you can see, it's starting to expand further and further out. Okay, so now I'm just going to sway the brush a little because I want to carve out my eye. And now you can see how the color is starting to now blow towards the top. Still not all the way to my actual brow. Still a little space. But now that gives the illusion that you're not hooded as much, and you can actually see your shadow when I relax my eye around here. Same premise. I'm gonna go to the other eye.
And I'm gonna do the same thing. Just pack the product on the lid.
But what happens is the more you build up the color, so the more I go through and pack more color on my lid, It makes the color look rich because it appears that you've applied a darker color to your lid and then you've blown it out into a lighter shade. So it has that contrast, but really you only use that one shadow. So by you packing it, it's making the color more intense. So it appears a little darker as if you use 2 different shades and you really didn't. So people think you're doing all this, and that was quick and simple. And after that, I'm going to use a clean brush. So when I use a clean brush, that's going to blow the color out. I just want to blend with a clean brush. The first brush I used was just a Real Techniques base shadow brush, which I love Real Techniques. These are really reasonable, and they're actually really great brushes for the price. So I'm using my Sigma brush. I don't know the number, it's gone.
It helps you blend the edges out without them being so harsh. And yeah, you can see how resting my head, just so you can get there in that crease.
It looks more blown out, and then you see the lid where it looks a little more packed and it looks a little more intense. Take a step back, look at it. Is it giving you what you're looking for? If not, go back in. And now I'm just using my same clean blending brush from Sigma, and I'm just blending out the edges. So this just gives it a softer appearance of smoke, but it looks more blown out. Even for a hooded lid, you can still see my shadow. So the goal is to put it in a place where it's a little bit above your crease, so that way you can create the eye shape that you want. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm using the same color, which is pinker. And I'm just gonna go back in at the bottom now. And I'm just gonna apply that around my eye so that it meets here around the side, so it gives that smoke blown out look around the whole entire eye. So that's one thing I do love with hooded lids. If you feel like you are having a hard time with putting color together with your look or being able to see the colors that you're applying, feel free to go under the bottom and do an under smoke. Don't forget that this is a part of your eye look as well. So you can always take the look around from the top to the bottom, and you can see how now it looks more complete and more blown out around the whole entire eye, and it's pulling that color out so you can see it more. Initially, you know, look like you got a black eye, look a little crazy, but once it's complete though, you in trouble. It's over for you. And if you do get a little fallout, don't fret, dust it off with a bigger like powder brush. I'm going to apply my lashes and liner, finish my look, and I will come back and show you guys. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I apply my lip and finish my foundation routine and everything off camera. Also apply my lashes. So I'm gonna get close. This is a simple, everyday, one shadow look, smoky, that anyone can do. If you like this look, please comment down below. Let me know what other videos you want to see, any other colors, and like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you can keep up with more videos or the videos that I put out. And until next time.